And we're back. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back to a brand new edition of Swansea Beat. And I say new because everything seems new.
Yeah.
Getting into it, new logo, new intro.
Yeah.
But first of all, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, Twitter.
We don't really post that
TV.
much on Twitter.
No, we don't.
But if you really want all of our content, just go on Facebook.
But anyways, yeah, that out of the way. Transfers, where are we at? Any rumors, any links?
There's not really much talk at the moment. Like, I was looking yesterday on social media, we were talking about Ryan Fredericks, but apparently Swans aren't willing to pay £5 million for this Ryan Fredericks guy from Fulham back,
wow.
even though I thought he'd be worth more than $5 million. But
Right.
that's Swans being cheap for you. But hopefully Swans can actually bid $5 million and actually get the guy, because I feel like a right back's needed right now. But other rumours, nothing much. Diafra Sakho's on his way to Crystal Palace by the looks. But yeah, there's literally nothing. It's pretty much dead in the Swansea camp at the moment for transfers.
Yeah.
But so a few weeks ago, Adam came out with a video saying 10 transfer targets. So
Yeah.
I thought it was a pretty good video. Like, it was pretty good. But I'm going to name off some of my transfer targets because me and Adam have different philosophies on players, that different ones we want. So I'm going to list off a few of mine. A striker, I would love Shane Long from Southampton. He's only recently got more playtime, basically because Austin is suspended. I think he's coming back this weekend. And Gabbiadini, I think he's just mostly a bench player now, thanks to the new manager. But yeah, there's not really much there. I think Shane Long will be a good addition for us. He won't be crazy expensive. Next one, maybe Leicester's Okazaki. I feel like he's a good player. He's old. I think he's like 32. When I say old, I mean football old, not generally old. So don't get offended. Yeah, he's a good player, good finisher, and I feel like Leicester underuse him. And I think if we gave him good wages, maybe like, yeah, I'll be first team here, and maybe you can help us survive. Wingers, I don't see Montero coming back from loan, but I'd like to see someone partner with Narsing. And so there's a few people in France from a Gwyn camp. There's a guy called Marcus Coco and Yana Soliba. They're both pacey and something we just desperately need. Because I thought we need creativity, but at the same time we need pace. Because I feel like that's what we're lacking right now. And obviously there's rumours of Alfie Mawson possibly leaving the club. So if we get that, I think it's like a £45 million fee that we've asked for, which I don't see happening. Well, if we do, then we will sell, obviously. I've looked at a few players from Germany, so like Salif Sane, he's a big dude. Like seriously, such a good defender. He could be on the cheap, you never know. And Stephen Corker, who's a free agent, former Swans player. Don't give him hate just because he played for Cardiff. Like, that's just stupid in my opinion. And then the most important spot of our team, a centre attacking midfielder. The Siggy replacement, since no one is filling that gap at the moment in our Swans team. I feel I think we can be optimistic, because I know some people say we don't have the funds for these type of players, but I feel like if we don't, then we're going down anyway, so why not just give it our all? So I'm thinking like a Shinji Kagawa, Borussia Dortmund player. I think he can make an impact. He's experienced in the Prem, he's good at Man United, and he's there for forever behind Bayern Munich anyways. The only thing he's really staying there for, I reckon, is just wages, bench warmer, maybe the rare Champions League appearance here and there. So I reckon he could be possible. Obviously links with Chadley could still be itching, even though he's injured at the moment, so you never know with that one. And yeah, for me I have three very big targets. A centre midfielder from Celta Vigo. He scored against Real Madrid a couple of weeks ago. Daniel Vaz.
Good goal.
Very good player. He is young, and I feel like he could make a big impact, especially if we say, you're our star man, you're our creative source. Another dude, a Premier League reject, thanks to Luis Suarez, Diego Aspas. Such a good player. He's absolutely killed in.
We had links with him before.
I think it was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
I think it was under Rodgers.
I think so. Either that or Loudrop, I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it was under Rodgers, and then Rodgers went to Liverpool and obviously took that link and got in there.
So like Aspas, because he's absolutely killed in Spanish League at the moment. And then there's this guy, so little insider saying we're scouting at different places, like a Braga game. But apparently recently we went to a Porto game, a scout. And everyone's like, they're looking at Abu Bakr, we may pay the 50 mil. And I'm just like, Swans ain't going to pay 50 million quid for a dude. Like, we may bid maybe 20 at max, but 50 or 30, no, get a grip. So I reckon we could be going for their second striker, who's also awesome. Musa Marega, very good quality player. He reminds me of old Bonnie, except with a lot more pace. I think he could be a great signing, and I think he wouldn't be too expensive. Like, he wouldn't be Abu Bakar's price anyway, so it could be worth a go. So those are my targets. Hopefully Swans can investigate. Carvalhal, I know you're watching. Hire me.
A new scout.
Yeah.
I'd probably be on the well, let me play a different role in this. So you're optimistic. We'll get these guys, just hoping that if we have the funds.
Yeah.
I think part of me thinks realistically, knowing our club and kind of the money that we spent in August, September, I would say realistically, I think I'd call back some players that are out on loan. That I think that maybe that have, I think they were good, two in particular, but under Clement for whatever reason, I mean it varies from different managers. We've seen that with different players, De Bruyne, Cuadrado. There's been different players for some managers. It's just not for them, but then under other managers they can kind of flourish and take off. But I think three that I think I would call back is one who hasn't really played. We've never seen anything really of them. Is Baston.
Okay.
I'd call him back, and I think because at the moment now we are needing a striker who really is going to offer something different. Because at the moment now we have two, one super young, one is like an old man. The way he runs. He's just he has some strengths, but it's not in Boney. It's just there's not a lot of pace, and they're both injured. And if we rush them back to play, they're getting injured. We have McBurney, we have Ayew. They work hard, but I think we need an all-out striker, and I think we never really got to see him take off and go. I mean, he was under Guidelin when he came in. Remember that? Yeah. Bradley, and he didn't speak well on Bradley, which probably most wouldn't. And then, he was gone. Yeah. I think as soon as Clement came in, he was going on loan last year. And I think, look, he's our player. He's just out on loan. I think, it's worth a shot, especially if we're not going to spend $5 million on players and things like that. And I think Montero, a fit Montero and what he's done in the past, like 2 seasons ago, I think, he's still young. I think if he can be fit, I think having him on the left, Narsing on the right, it could cause problems. I think that'd be great, especially if Narsing goes off, 70 minutes or so, having Diag come on and with his pace and stuff. I think that is an option. And then I think the other one I would say is Amat. Just in case. I think if Mawson was to go, I like him. I think he's good. I think he just wanted first team football. Yeah. So he went up. But I think realistically, I think that is an option. I don't even know if that will happen. Honestly, I don't know if that will happen. But in saying that, if that doesn't happen, I think we're only 3 games in with the new manager, and I think there have been signs of some good stuff. And I think you can see other players in different clubs when a new manager comes in, it can revive the whole team, and they'll come in with a fresh perspective. They can possibly just really motivate players, and that's what I'm hoping for with Sanchez. I think getting different players playing right, maybe change up the system, because I felt like Clement was out of options, and I think the players felt that as well. So I think for him to come in like last season, props to Clement when he came in from Bradley and completely turned us around to survive. I'm hoping this guy can do that, because I still believe in the players that we have, that they're good enough to keep us up. Not playing the way they were playing under Clement, but I think they can under a new manager.
Okay, speaking of the new manager, Carvalhal, we were talking about different systems, and he brings in a whole different thing to what Swans are used to, and I think it's almost worked in the past 3 games. We've had, what was it, Watford, Spurs and Wolves. So win, loss, draw. That's an okay start, I would say. Especially, I don't mind losing in the cup. That's fine by me if we're doing the next one. So with that, and you were talking about how it revives, like, a new manager can revive clubs, and we've seen that with Crystal Palace, we've seen that with
Everton.
Big Sam has done an amazing job there. We haven't seen it as much as West Brom. I think that's just Pardew's clueless. I think that's just one thing. But the question I want to ask you: do you honestly see Carvalhal keeping us up this season?
I think that's always a it's always a possibility. I think I'm optimistic. You know, I'm a realist, or can be, you know, pessimistic as the next person. But I think, you know, when Big Sam went to Everton, I thought, look, it's 50-50. There is a good chance he's going to, you know, do something good, you know, and really get the players playing right, be organized, whatever. Same thing with Roy. You know, Clement came in last season, and that. I feel like, look, there's still enough games to keep us safe. The bottom is so tight that if we just get a few results and a few other results go our way, we can be out. You know what I'm saying? And if we just maintain getting draws, wins, you know, I think that'd be great. So all that to say is I am optimistic. I'm not going to be on that hashtag back to a Jack, that nonsense, you know. I think I'm optimistic. I will not be saying that sort of stuff until, you know, until we're playing in the championship, you know. But at this point now, I'm a believer at the moment.
Yeah. So speaking of Carvalhal, he's got a big game coming up. So, well, obviously the Swans have a big game coming up this Saturday. Well, tomorrow against Newcastle. Such a crucial game. And not just because I'm just saying every game's crucial, but you're looking at the fixtures afterwards as well. You're looking at a Liverpool, you're looking at an Arsenal, then Leicester. Three very difficult games because those three sides are performing decent at the moment, especially Liverpool with Salah. Well, they thrashed us on Boxing Day 5-0, so that says a lot. But anyways, about that. So Newcastle, they are, well, at the start of the season, they were one of our first episodes that we did on, and we lost 1-0. We showed quite a lot of frustration because we were very optimistic, saying, we're going to win. I think you were like 3-0.
Something like that,
like, Swans are going to win, we're going to beat them, and then we lost. It was just like, it was like a reality check. But do you feel now better towards it? Like, obviously at the time you were optimistic, but do you feel like we can have a better result than what
I'm not more optimistic than I was then. I think I was more optimistic. We're just coming out of the end of the transfer window with our players. I would say I'm more optimistic with a new manager. If it was Clement, I'd be like, we're going to lose 2-0, 3-0, you know, even to Newcastle. But I'm optimistic.
But do you think we can get a better result? Do you think we can actually
I think we can win. I think we could win this, you know, and I think that's the way we got to look at this, is if this is a final. This game in particular, because of those three. I think out of Liverpool, I mean, we'd have to play some stubborn defense and hope for, you know, something, you know, to get a result. And then who was after Liverpool? Arsenal. I mean, we could possibly catch them because there's so much, you know,
sloppy
issues going on with them in-house. And I think with Leicester, you know, possibly. I mean, I don't know, but this is the game, like you said, being crucial. I think we have to, and I'm optimistic, and I think we can win this game.
Okay, so we're just going to wrap this up by here for this Newcastle game. Obviously, big game. Predictions?
I would say, with my head, I would say 1-1.
1-1?
I think my head is saying, like, I think we'll draw. I think we'll score first. And then I think we won't be able to hold off. Almost as if, like, what do we do? We've never been in this position before in a long time. And then we kind of mess up. Or we sit back and invite it. I think we would have done that under Paul, but hopefully not. But with my heart, I'm going to say 2-0.
Okay. So, in my head, I would like to think we can snatch a 1-0 victory. Just to the tables have turned because they beat us 1-0 last time. And maybe... in my heart, I would like to think we can get a few goals. I would like to think 3-1. I think we would concede if we were to score a lot. But I think we'd just be like, we scored 3 and now it's defend it, and then all of a sudden we concede and then we start to panic and then we just somehow got the win. But so head 1-0, heart 3-1.
Okay.
So Sanchez for a hat trick. You know?
I hope he plays. I saw there was a tweet that of him, like it's a picture of him saying working hard, and hopefully he's back in there. That'd be great.
Hat trick. That'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, I'd take a hat trick from Fabianski. Anybody, as long as I just take a victory, as long as we win, we get a result. I don't care who scores. You know, that'd be great. But we have a lot to. You know, I think be concerned with the transfer window. I think if you're a person who's hoping that we're going to spend big or, you know, for our sort of context, but I don't know. Realistically, I'm not even sure we would even call back players. But I think with the players we have, I am optimistic. I think we can.
I'd like to see some fresh new faces, and then I can start to believe a bit better. So, yeah, let's go Swans.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Swansea Beat, follow us, like this video, share this video, leave a comment if you agree, disagree, or maybe there's some other players that Alex didn't mention that could be good prospects for coming in this transfer window, or whatever your predictions are, or maybe we said something stupid and you just kind of want to point it out. Yeah. So anyways, but thanks for all the support.